One, how are you doing? Hey, this is the Dark Core, and we are right now setting up the switch. Well, I already set up everything, but well, I just want to show you a little bit of the UI, the interface and stuff like that. And well, the first thing that you can see is that it's super fast. You can get to the news, mostly about new games and stuff like that. And as you can see, there are some in Japanese because I already made a Japanese account, and well, I'm living in Mexico, so there's only I made also my Mexican account. You can see here that I have three. This will be my main one, Dark Core. The Blitzkrieg is my Japanese account, and the Jorge Z, that's my name, and that will be the United States account. Because well, it's another thing about the Switch is that it's region free, so you can just make a new Nintendo account with a different email, and with that you can make an account from whatever country you want. You just have to set up in the Nintendo account in which part you're living, and you're set up. And well, the reason I'm doing this is because well, some games are available in Japan that are not here, and some prices are better in the United States or in the Mexico eShop. For example, last week, you can come here. Last week in the Mexican eShop, the Shovel Knight, the treasure trove, was priced as like $12, $12. Right now, it's showing the right price, that it's $25. So, well, if you got it fast enough in the first week, you could get it for a really big discount. And well, some prices in the Mexican, most of the time they are the exact exchange rate. You know, like right now it's around 20 pesos, Mexican pesos, for $1. Oh, to $1. But for example, the 10, especially the Nintendo releases, for example, the Breath of the Wild and the Sniper Clips, they are actually more expensive. They're like the exchange rates is more like 25 pesos to $1 or more. So this, for example, Breath of the Wild will be $80 right now. So yeah, that's not fair. So yeah, that's the reason I set up different accounts. And well, some things are actually cheaper. For example, I am Setsuna is less than the price than in the United States eShop. So yeah, it's all cool. So want to switch here is $70 when usually it should be 50. Well, but yeah, I don't want to want to switch, at least not by myself. Maybe when I have some friends coming over, yeah, maybe I can do that. And well, that would be the eShop. And then well, you can see I already downloaded some demos. Currently the only game that I have available full is Breath of the Wild, obviously. And well, we also have the album. I have nothing too spoilerish, just a little bit. I just started Zelda, played for a little bit, but soon I'm going to be starting a new playthrough of that. I don't want to spoil that to anyone, so maybe I will be just doing the beginning of the adventure that everybody saw. If you saw the Nintendo, whatever Nintendo show at E3 or when the Switch was presented, it's the same part. You know, the Great Plateau, that is the initial tutorial area. But yeah, that's I'm going to be doing in the next video. Right now I'm just going to show a little bit of the UI. So here's my friend code. If anyone wants to add me, there it is. You can take well, it's another thing about the switch. There's the snap button, but you can take a picture of everything that is displaying currently. So for example, I took a photo of just the UI, and yeah, there it is. And from there you can edit, put some text. Hi guys. Okay, and there you can put it. You can change the position there, change the color, stuff like that. You finish, and from there you can make a copy, and you can post it in the social media if you really want to. That's my Twitter handle if you are interested. So yeah, I'm going to post it, whatever. That's how you post pictures from the Switch. Here you can see the landscapes. The game is incredible, but you will see in a little while. Yeah, it's just something else. So yeah, like I said, there's a few demos, so we can start. Dragon Quest. This is all in Japanese. So my girlfriend is Japanese. I'm not Japanese. I don't know yet a lot of Japanese, and especially writing is very difficult. So here is mostly just based on trial and error. So, example, start. As you can see, the load times are quite fast. I haven't had any situation where it's more than 15 seconds for loading. Maybe I'm going to eat my words here, maybe. Okay. So yeah, this game, well, it's a Musu type of game. So it's a hack and slash, everything you can. Different moves. You can change characters. Have a party of 4 characters. You can run faster. Yeah, currently the let's say minus. The map. Okay, the whole map or just the small map. Okay. So right now, go try to do something here. Yeah, the frame rate is not great, but it's just playing in 1080p. I don't know why they made the decision. Maybe, whatever. Now let's kill some of those things. Okay, I don't know what that is for, but let's do that. Oh, and then well, you can take a screenshot here as well. Let's look for some landscape, like landscapes. Not too much to see, but let's capture that. But yeah, that's how you start games, and then you just put the menu button. You're instantly in the on the main UI. From here you can close the application, change the application, Go to sleep mode, change some stuff. Also, for example, let's keep playing. If you press the menu button for 3 seconds, less than 3 seconds, there are fast stuff here. It's a fast menu, but fortunately the game doesn't stop. You can pause, and then yeah, airplane mode or sleep mode. If you're just playing on the tablet with just the Wii without the dock, well, it's also it also shows the bright adjustment, how bright is the screen you want. So yeah, well, that Dragon Quest Heroes, I like it, but currently I have more games that I can play, so depending if it comes to America or translated at least to English or Spanish, whatever, or a little bit of German or French, but yeah, not Japanese, just not Japanese. Well, maybe I can have my girlfriend to translate for me, but she's not usually with me all the time, so it may be hard. But yeah, if it comes, yeah, maybe I will buy it. And well, then, like I said, you can just close the application, and you're back. You're back here at the main menu. What else? The controllers. Well, you can set up controllers, change the grip, pair new controllers. That's not something that we need to do right now. I only have one pair. Joy-Cons. Talking about the hardware. Well, hardware is very nice. There's been reports about a lot of things happening, like the left or right Joy-Con disconnecting. Currently, I've had absolutely no problems at all. The dock, and I also saw reports about the dock scratching the screen. The screen is plastic. It's made of plastic, so I guess that they made that because, well, I'm sure that a lot of kids are going to have this device and use it as a handheld. So yes, plastic is better for drops. If you drop the system, at least it's not going to completely crash like most phones. But the bad part will be the scratches. No, it's more easily scratched by hard surfaces. But currently, I mean, if you are careful, like if you're not just dropping everything, just tossing it away into the dock, I don't see how you can scratch it by the dock. Other stuff, yeah. If you put a key, if you scratch it with a key, yeah, it's going to be bad. But like you need to purposely try to damage the unit for that to happen. So just be careful, and I think it's going to be okay. The Joy-Cons, they're small, very small. Actually, the whole system is a lot smaller than I was expecting. Let's put another demo. Like the Puyo Puyo Tetris. This one I definitely will buy. So I know that this one is coming, and when it gets here, I will get it. Oh my god, that is loud. Huh? So yeah. Okay, this is louder than I expected. Maybe not. I will show you later. So let me talk more about the hardware. The Joy-Cons are small, everything is smaller than I expected. The buttons are small, but they are very comfortable. Currently, well, with the Wii, the first one, I really love the playing with my hands separated, you know. the Wiimote and the nunchuck, so you can just be relaxed in relaxed position, not with the controller with your hands tied to the middle part. And I mean, I like the normal controllers as well, no, but I think the controllers just by themselves are very good. I don't think that the size of the hand is very uh, matters at all. It's more the form. Like for example, left Joy-Con, it has the uh, the stick is higher, so you're going to be grabbing the Joy-Con a little bit in a higher position. But it's easy enough to go down to play to push the buttons. The would be the arrows. It's not a D-pad; it's just arrows, and that may disappoint some people because no D-pad. Yeah, they may be bad, for example, for fighting games, which some are coming. No, the Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 2, and the Pocket Rumble. I hope more fighting games come because I love them. And the right Joy-Con, the stick is a little bit more down. So what I've seen that works for me is that I don't put the I don't control the right Joy-Con with the point of my fingers. I grab it more with the middle part of my thumb. So yeah, that seems easier to move stuff, and you also have you can reach the buttons very easily. But yeah, it's just more just adjustment. If you like playing games, you get adjusted very easily. The R and L buttons, they are super thin, so at first, yeah, I was having trouble finding them. And the button press is I mean, they are long and thin, so you can press whatever. But I think in any part. But I think the best button press is just if you put the point of your index and press the corner of the controller. I think that's the best. And the C, L, and CR, they are the what would be the like the triggers. Those are bigger, and those are like the I would make those like the main buttons instead of L and R because they are bigger and they're easier to find and to press. And I will left the bumpers, like the L and R, just for secondary functions. That would be me, but I'm not a developer, so whatever. But yeah, they are good. I like it. I like the position. The grip is nice. It's also smaller than I thought, but it played very nice as well. And yeah, I definitely think I'm going to be playing more with my hands separated than with the grip, but that's just me. Well, the Pro Controller I haven't been able to try, but I mean I don't think is that different from the Wii U Pro Controller, that which was super awesome. For me, the best controller out of the three controllers, the Xbox and the DualShock from PlayStation. So yeah, it feels great. I wish it worked with the Nintendo Switch, but I understand because of the the HD rumble and the motion control not included. So yeah, I'll keep that for my PC gaming. Okay, and well, that's another thing, the HD rumble. Currently, I have no game that uses the HD rumble in a meaningful way. I guess right now the only game is a 1-2 switch, which I haven't tried. But the rumble, the normal rumble in other games like the Breath of the Wild, it's it feels very different. It's more like it's not strong rumble. It's more has more finesse, you know. But it feels nice. I mean, I like it, especially for example when you detach the controllers from the system or when you attach them. The controller has a small rumble, like just a little bit, that lets you know that the controller is in or out. So that's nice. And when it gets paired to the system, you know, when you sync them, it also gets like a little vibration, which is nice. It's a nice cue for you to know that the the controller is already functioning. And so yeah, the system settings. Well, I don't know what that is. This is screen brightness. You cannot TV screen lock. Oh, the screen lock. I really like the way that they lock the screen when you're in portable mode. Basically, the only way to unlock the the system is by pressing the same button 3 times. So that way you don't unpause, or you don't wake up the system without wanting to. So yeah, this is the internet. Oh, I also saw that some people are having trouble with the Wi-Fi. Like I said, I cannot help you because I have no problem at all. Like my the signal is not the strongest, but that's with all my devices because the router is downstairs, and it's very far away from my stuff. I have a cable, you know, for LAN for my PC, which I think I'm going to be splitting and putting to the Wii U and the, because I want to keep playing Wii U, you know, but mostly for this Switch. But yeah, the Wi-Fi, no problem at all. And then there's the data management. So I had a just some SD card laying down around. I put it in my system. It says 16 gigabytes. So yeah, that should be enough for now. The 25 gigabyte system memory, that's disappointing because some games are very big. Like Dragon Quest Heroes, I think it's like 25 gigabytes, so you fill it with one game. That is bad, especially if you want to buy everything in digital. But I think the strength of this console is more with the cartridges. What else? Well, you saw the news that you cannot change the your saves or screenshots from switch to switch, which apparently I don't think is that important. I mean, how many people are going to have two switches? Or if you have a effective unit and you're playing and then suddenly it stops working, well, yeah, that might be super shitty. But usually Nintendo is very good with the quality. So so far I have every Nintendo console, not handheld, but console, and they all work to this day. I can take out, well, it's in my parents' home, but if I go, I can take out the NES and play NES games, and I have the NES. I think the most problem I had with the system, it was the Wii, uh, with the controllers mostly, and the GameCube controllers also were not super great. I also had to change that. And I guess they're going to put more themes. Right now, there's only the white, which is kind of as strong to the eyes, and the black ones is easier on the eyes. So I let that, and then notifications. Well, downloads and notification sound. Sleep mode. How to sleep. Oh, I didn't see that. Mm, 30 minutes. I'm going to leave it 30 minutes. Usually I don't leave my consoles that long. But yeah, sometimes you go to the bathroom and you go to do other stuff. Hmm. Well, we don't have media content. There's another thing. People are upset because there's not Netflix, Hulu, whatever. Those things will come. Right now, the system it's I think more geared toward the Nintendo fans right now. I mean, the price is high. I think, especially here in Mexico, is crazy. It's more like $500 instead of 300. But yeah, so right now the device is expensive. It has one system seller, which is Zelda, which is Maze Balls. It's a great game. It's the best game I ever played. I think from the 4 or 5 hours so far that I have, it's just something else. But it's a Nintendo game, so not a lot of people, or not everyone at least, likes the or have a immediate attraction to Nintendo games for whatever reason. I'm not going to get here. I'm not going to discuss that here right now. So yeah, right now I think the system is more geared toward the Nintendo fans, like myself and like most people. Uh, Coming the next months, they're going to work those things. I think uh, some of the problems that may be right now, like I said, the hardware problems. Currently, I have none. I mean, I don't. I believe that some people have problems, but that happens with every device. Like, remember the PlayStation 4? They had the bending. Uh, Bending a plastic outside because it got too hot. But yeah, I mean, if you go to the internet, you're going to see that everybody has that problem. But in real life, it's actually not that big. So yeah, things are going to get better. Right now, I would suggest that if you really want to play a super great game, that is Breath of the Wild, yeah, go get a Switch. Unless you have a Wii U. If you have a Wii U already, you can play Zelda, and the differences are not that big uh, between two, as far as I've seen from the reviews and stuff like that. Yeah, the frame rate is a little bit worse in some stages, but the frame rate, I mean, there are some places where it goes down, but it lasts less than 3 seconds, less than 2 seconds mostly. I never had so far a situation in the game where the frame rate drops more than during more than 2 seconds. Like, super quick, it goes away, and it's definitely not something that you should be worried about. Mm, but yeah, if you have a Wii U, you can play Zelda there, and you can wait. Currently, it's more. I mean, if you're not a super big Nintendo fan, which if you have a Wii U, well, most likely you're a big Nintendo fan. Uh, so yeah, that's up to you. For the rest of people, if you're not really invested in Zelda games, or you can wait, because currently there's a lot of good games also everywhere. The Horizon, it looks amazing. I will need to land the well, borrow my PS4 for my cousin maybe to play just that game. I'm not really into Sony franchises like Uncharted and Last of Us, God of War. I mean, they're good, but not something that I go out to play, go out and buy them. No, I play them through different sources, my cousins, my friends, stuff like that. And I play them and I like them, but it's not something that I'm going to go and spend my money. But Horizon, yeah, definitely. That seems more into the type of game that I really enjoy. More gameplay based instead of story based. I mean, it has a story, but I'm more interested in the gameplay stuff. So yeah, if you are a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One owner, or you don't own any console, yeah, I will wait for the Switch few months. I think by the November, December of this year, it's going to be much better. It's going to have more features, more games for you to try. So it's going to be an overall better value than it is right now. So yeah, that would be my small, fast review of the Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to start right away with Seruda, as my girlfriend says. So stay tuned. See you in a little bit.